Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Chicago. Hey, everyone. My name is Fritz Colcol. I'm a serial entrepreneur based out here in Chicago. I am one of the mentors for Most Won't, I Will tribe. That's represented by Sean. It was created, I believe, a couple months ago, and then now we have multiple different mentors in this group. It's definitely a wonderful tribe to join in. So if you guys haven't yet, go ahead and check out mostwontiwill.com and to be able to join our exclusive private group throughout Facebook to show and share our insights and tips throughout our entrepreneur journey. Let's go ahead and show this. Let's go ahead and start, guys, by letting me know where is everybody's from. I am from Chicago. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see. Beautiful background out here. Go ahead and comment where you guys are from. Wave if you guys are here. If you guys are hearing just fine. Dallas. All right. Nigeria. A couple people from, fellow Chicagoan out here. How's it going, Rami? New York. Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys have any questions regarding entrepreneurship itself, lifestyle, fitness, or anything on those criteria, I'll be more than happy to share my insights, my advice, and experiences throughout my entrepreneurship journey and answer your questions. So go ahead and comment your question below. We have about 30 minutes to go in this live session, and let's go ahead and capitalize upon this as familiar page. All right, let's answer the first question that popped up from Stanpers. How to be fit in my own version. So you're trying to be fit in your own version. Are you trying to say within your community or within your fitness health, within your business, your social status? I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say. But if you're talking about fitness, which is what I'm about, fitness is kind of like half part of my lifestyle for sure. I'm a fitness model and I compete professionally for IPE Men's Physique. So if you're asking about just the general questions regarding fitness, fitness is all about just the dedication and the commitment that you're trying to put in, both in the gym and also on the lifestyle that you put in, right? So what type of food are you eating? Are you dieting? Are you eating a lot? It depends on your fitness goals. So if you're just trying to be fit, I will highly suggest to start, at least if you haven't yet, start to be going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, spending 45 minutes to an hour, and then trying to kind of like see if you're a beginner out there and see how hard and pretty much how active you are, active level-wise, and kind of like go up from there, right? You can go from 3 to 4 times a week within the next 2 months. And then if you can kind of like increase your sets, your reps, your volume, your intensity wise. So there's a lot of ways to stay fit. For me, myself, I try to follow 3 different workout groups in a week-to-week basis. So I had my leg days and then I had my push day. My push day basically includes chest workouts and also shoulder workout because they're all push movements. And then the third kind of workout that I do is a pull day, which means like kind of like a back workout, anything that has a pull motion. So that works out like your shoulders, your traps, and your back mainly. But other than that, that's how I stay fit. I try to stay committed and consistent throughout my workouts every single day. I probably rest 1 to 2 a week, and that's how to stay fit. Hello, Nacho Styles. Where do I find a mentor? If you haven't yet, go ahead and check Most Won't, I Will. We are a group of mentors, all kinds of industry and different background. It's a wonderful group. I get to learn from fellow mentors itself. We share a lot of insights and free valuable information. So if you guys haven't yet, go ahead and go to mostwontiwill.com. Okay. Christian Morilor, how you keep your focus on a project when one new idea comes to your head? Well, it depends, right? for me, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own a lot of businesses, anything from restaurant, staffing agency, digital marketing agency. I have a clothing line as well, and I do a lot of drop shipping and e-commerce also. And on top of that, as I mentioned before, I'm also a fitness model. I try to balance it to the point where prioritizing which is more important and which is more critical, right? So if some type of emergency happened to one of my business, I try to prioritize that more. The problem with that is that delegating your time from multiple different industries and stuff like that, I get to spreading myself too thin. That's how I found. So in order for me to be successful in multiple industries and businesses, that I tend to partner up with people with such experience and skill set and delegating the work to them. So once you partner up with fellow entrepreneurs and just an employee, placing the right employee within your business, you're able to focus on that one project or one situation that you want to really focus it upon. So that's how I find it most helpful on. So hopefully that helps out, Christian. No problem, Stan. Okay, moving on to our next question here. We have one from Mr. Giwa. How do you raise finance for your various businesses? So when I was starting, let's see here. I started entrepreneurship with a very young age, right? Well, I was born and raised in a third world country in the Philippines, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. I believe when I was 11 or 12 years old, I've been already hustling. So I have this hustler entrepreneurship mindset at a very young age. I was buying and reselling, anything from toys. And we have like this card game called Tex. So it's basically kind of like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that I used to play with back in my childhood. But anyways, long story short, just to keep it short with you guys, is that I try to find a way to raise money and fundings for anything that I do. So with those text cards is that I play a lot of games with, as I said, a very young age, and then to the point where I start reselling them to the competitions that I have, because to the point where instead of those competitions or those people, my friends and the people that I play with, go to a store and buy it at a full price. Since I started winning and collecting all of this type of cards, right? What I ended up doing is that I start selling it to them at the discounted price. So it's more enticing for them to buy it through me instead of going to the store. So that helps out a lot. I mean, I created such an amount of income with that, and I just have that mindset and apply that throughout my entrepreneurship journey. I entered high school then, and buying and reselling anything from garage sales and whatnot, from shoes, from jewelries, from pants, and anything that I can make of, right? And then when I didn't really get a lot of income or six figures or higher till college. So I believe when I was 20 or 21 years old when I started making my first six-figure online income, and this is personally just through online coaching. So I got those funds to fund it for all of my businesses altogether and just grow from there. Invest some of those money through stocks, invest some of those money to multiple different stream of income just through trial and error, right? So of course, as always, as anything, I tend to fail a lot more at the very start, and I'm still continuing to do so. The beautiful thing about entrepreneurship journey is that you learn a lot from those failures and you can apply them upon through your next venture. So how do you raise a capital? It all depends, Mr. Giwa. I'm not sure how big your network is, but if your network with your friends, your family, you can even start a capital with them. As long as you have a great idea on what to present them, what the business is about, you can ask them for an investment for a share of a certain percentage of equity, or you can leverage that to the point, either they're going to be an employee with you and partner up with you in a certain business. It all depends. If you have a great idea and you have a great business and strategy plan, you can present that to higher level entrepreneurs that are more likely to invest in you as long as they like the idea. So start with that. If I were you, I'll start looking into your friends, the group of friends that you're with right now, a group of network that you are currently networking with, and start proposing those type of idea that you currently have. Then you're able to raise the fund depending on how valuable your idea is. So hopefully that helps out. Let's move on to this next question here. Coming from Stan Perth, can you just justify between determination and persistence in your point of view? Sure. I mean, determination and persistency is all within you. I mean, as much as we want, right? We can watch as many motivational videos as we want through YouTube, through Facebook, and even here on Instagram. But it's all up to the person whether they're going to take action upon it. I mean, we can listen to all these motivational speeches. We can listen to, mentor session like what we're doing right now, and listen to all these valuable ideas and experiences and insights and whatnot. But if the person is just listening, but not really taking an action upon it, then it's pretty much useless, right? So determination and persistency, whether that comes through fitness or entrepreneurship or your relationship to your career or whatever aspects of life, right? It all comes within you. The determination is a very, very valuable, asset within us. And all of us has this, but you just gotta turn it on, and you gotta have this burning passion that you're very determined and very passionate about whatever it is that you want to achieve, right? If you want to lose weight, well then let's go ahead and get to work, start working out. If you want to make a certain amount of money, okay, then let's go ahead and get to work also. Have a strategic plan. How are you going to able to make 6 figures, 7 figures, or higher than that? I mean, everybody has a goal. It's just all up to the person and how bad they want it and how determined they are. So hopefully that helps out, Stampers. Let's look at all the other questions here. This one's a really good question. This one is coming from Anas K. Raji. How to avoid negative people even if you have to deal with them every day? That is just such a good question, but then again, a lot of people are having trouble with this. But it's very easy to answer, right? You just cut them off. Cut them off of your life, whether it's your friends or your family or even your peers or your people that you look up to. If they are negative and if they're not adding value to your life, just basically cut them off. Don't spend any more time with them. I mean, it's you can correlate. That's why I love fitness and business, right? And entrepreneurship altogether. It's basically they go hand in hand. So the fats in our body is basically like the negativity, I would like to say, that I try to correlate within fitness and business altogether. The fats, if you cut up your fats, you'll be a lot more healthier. And the same way goes with your life. If you want to stay positive, then surround yourself with positive people. Start cutting out those negative people that you stumble upon. If you get to see them every day, you have to deal with them every day, whether you are the boss, then you're going to have to fire them. And just the way it is. You're going to find the right employees in place in order for you to run a successful business. I mean, if they are really negative in such a way, if you're an employee right now, then I might have to say either you talk to your HR or you start looking for a new job. You got to change the surrounding. We control everything that's happening within our life. So whether that's, through, as I said, through relationship, through your career, or through your fitness goals. So start cutting them off out of your life and start focusing on the positivity. Hopefully that helps out Anas. Next question we have is coming from Lord Sandmeyer. Again, guys, if you guys just are tuning in, my name is Fritz Colcol. I am one of the mentors for Most Won't I Will. It's the tribe of mentors that Sean had created that combine all of these different successful mentors throughout the nation, which is a wonderful thing. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and go to mostwontiwill.com and you guys are able to see all the information out there. Okay, so the next question is coming from Lord Sandmeyer. When do you go to sleep and wake up again? Also, how long do you sleep? So, lately, I've been having a nice sleep and a really good sleeping schedule. But before then, as recent as maybe like 3 weeks ago until like 2 years before that, right? Every single day, my time Sorry about that. I got paused because of the low battery. But my time is either sleeping around 4 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. So I always have to get at least 5 to 6 hours of sleep every single day. So that really did help me out. But then again, I want to balance it now, and to the point where I want to start waking up even earlier, because I feel like I'm missing a lot of opportunities in the morning, right? So lately, as I said, I think I started maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm still trying to get used to it. As you guys can see, I do have a big eye bags and stuff like that. But you know, it comes with a hustle and work grind. It's a burning passion that I have within me. But now I try to sleep or be at bed by 12 a.m. Now I can wake up at 8 and even as early as 7 o'clock, sometimes at 6 o'clock. And I get my workout and my morning routine. You really start the day and have all this energy within me, and you have this time because you wake up early, you get to do a lot of things and be more productive. So that's why I love sleeping early now and trying to wake up early as much as possible. So hopefully that helps out, Lord Sandmeyer. Let's move on to the next question. Coming up from Shardul _as billionaire. I have a good idea, but what should I do to raise funds for that? I already answered that in the previous question. You have to present it to somebody with some type of authority or some type of credibility. A person, either your family members, but if your family members doesn't really have that much capital to start off with, start networking with a certain industry that you are focusing your business upon, and then go from there. I mean, at the end of the day, your network is your net worth, right? I'm sure you guys have heard of that before. Start leveraging upon them and start changing the way that you look at things and start thinking big. So thanks, man. I think I want to eat the world in just one bite. Christian. Everybody does, right? The problem is I'm recently started now. I'm working alone. I have nobody to delegate my ideas. Everybody got to start from somewhere, Christian. So don't worry about it. Just keep going at it. Hello, hello, hello. Again, guys, for those of you guys that are just tuning in, feel free to drop a question below. I am here to share insights and help fellow entrepreneurs and those that are just starting. And hopefully you guys become successful as well. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead and check mostwon'tIwill.com. This is where all of us mentors combine all together and share our knowledges and experiences throughout our entrepreneur journey. Let's go ahead and move on to this next question we have coming from Grow and Scale. What important truth do very people agree with you on? What important truth do very people agree with you on? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say here. What's the truth that very people agree with you on? So are you trying to say that if I say something that I feel like is true and people are disagreeing upon, is that what you're trying to say, Grow and Scale? Hopefully, I'm going to try to view this as how I am inscripting this question that you're trying to say. What important truth do very people agree with you on? Well, a lot of people do disagree whatever ideas or strategy that I come upon, right? Because within an entrepreneurship journey, there's not just one right way of doing things. There's always multiple different ways to become successful. So just because it works for a certain person doesn't mean it will work for them or it will work for me. Same thing as for me. If a certain way of success had happened and occurred to my business, to myself, that doesn't necessarily mean that it can be applicable to another person, because everybody has different type of values. Everybody has different experiences. The way your morals and your work ethic. It's not always just a plug in and play. You gotta go through the trial and error yourself and experience this and learn from it. And it's just the way life is. As of anything that you want to do, you will go through failures. But of course, you can skip those failures and learn a little bit more if you guys have a mentor. So that's what we are here for. We are trying to share our successes and our failures to you guys so you guys can have a little bit more insights that can be applicable throughout your entrepreneur journey, and then you guys don't have to waste thousands and thousands of money and wasting your time. Skip that, and to be able to provide you guys with the insights that we've been through. So hopefully that helps out. But yes, a success coach, a mentor, definitely recommendable, and it helps out a lot tremendously. So if you guys haven't yet, again guys, my name is Fritz Colcol. I am a serial entrepreneur here based in Chicago. I don't know if you guys can see, it is snowing hard here in Chicago right now. So let's move on to the next question. This one is coming from Prat Yask Sharma. Which comes first, fame or money? Everybody has a different value, right, Prat? For me, my value is all about making an impact and inspiring people. So, with that being said, of course, the fame will come. The fame will come, the money will come. But if you're giving value and an impact to a person, that's what matters the most to me. No matter how much money I'll make, no matter, how much more credibility, if I've been featured in Forbes, in Inc., and all these major publications, that doesn't really matter if I haven't influenced or inspired somebody to become better. And I think that's what I found, the most success within myself, because, the money is just, it's a numbers game. Of course, it's supposed to help us out to live a better lifestyle and to really enjoy life. But at the same time, for me, what's really fulfilling is to making an impact, right? So when you're asking about fame and money, those are a correlation to another. The other part of that is the inspiration and the impact, the value that you're giving to a person. And I think that's where I'm more leaning upon. So fame and money, they will come, of course, but what comes first is, for me, what comes first within me is making and providing value first and sharing the impact and inspiration as much as I can throughout my community. And I think that's what's the most important thing for me. Let's go ahead to this next question. This one is coming from The Only Jock. Do you have any rule for business that is still working for you? Any rule for business that's still working for you? Of course. As long as they do the job done, that's the number one rule. I would not hire any type of employee or partner up with somebody that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If anything, I would like to see an employee exceed my expectations, and that's where the incentives comes in, the bonuses, right? So I give them bonuses if they they exceed my expectations, and they pretty much overdo the things that I delegate to them, the job that they're supposed to do. They raise the quota to the next level. That's where I give the incentive. So the number one rule, as long as I'm able to partner up with somebody that they're supposed to do a certain things, awesome. If I hire a manager and he's supposed to run certain things for me, my rule is, we talk about it. We go to evaluations and stuff like that. My expectations from him, what he's able to do and what he's not able to do, and things of all those sorts. I mean, my number one rule, as long as they abide and they follow the stuff that I expected from them. And that's why I hired them for. In order to be successful in any type of business, you have to hire the right employees, and you have to partner up with certain business partners that are, that don't have the skill sets that you don't have, and that have the skill set that you have, right? So if I partner up with somebody that has the same exact skill set, what if, I'm weak at certain areas of things? Maybe I'm not good at accounting, right? So I need to hire somebody or partner up with me that's really good at accounting. What if somebody else is good at business strategy but not good with marketing? Well, marketing is one of my expertise and what I'm really good at, especially at social media marketing. That's what I tend to, delegate the work for the other people that are really good at something. That's why they're an expert on that. So you partner up with them and make the business successful together. So hopefully that helps out The Only Jock. Let's move on to the next question. The next question we have is coming from Heavy Sweden. Hey, me and my friends just started a company. Do you have any tips for startups? Sure. One thing that I've stumbled upon in the past, guys, when I started my businesses multiple times, I would like to say, I'm just going to be completely transparent with you guys. I probably started at least 20, maybe even 25 businesses, right? But guess what? Over maybe 20 of them had failed. So right now, the only successful business that I have are 4 to 5. I can count it within my hands. So the failures that I've gone through, some tips that I can really give you that you started with your friend is that make sure you guys have a contract of the responsibilities, a contract of certain equity, how much you guys are delegating to each other, which one has more value. If you're doing this type of work, this X amount of work, do you deserve more equity? Do you deserve 51%? 51% have a little bit more power or has more power to the person that has 49% of the equity of the company. So make sure you know the value of both and really have a certain contract that to the point where you guys sign an NDA, legalize it. Did you guys do the research whether you're legalizing it through LLC? Are you establishing as an S Corp or an incorporation and all type of sorts? So if you're just starting a business with your friend right now, make sure you guys do the initial work first. Have a certain contract delegated, and choose which one works best, LLC, incorporation, or S Corp. So get into those things, figure out which one is better for business tax and whatnot, so you're able to save a little bit more money. And find which type of business you're in right now that fits those needs. So hopefully that helps out, Heavy Sweden. So, people are asking where they can find me at IG. I just pinned it right there. My name is Fritz Colcol, guys. You guys can follow me at Fritz Lifestyle. That is FritzLifestyle. I just pinned it down there. Again, guys, I am one of the mentors for mostwon'tIwill.com that Sean had created for us, so you guys can check me out there. I try to share my wholesome of lifestyle. I call myself a lifestyle entrepreneur. I try to share every single thing that's going on with my life pretty much. I share the food I eat, the workout that I do, the business that I do, the consulting that I do, the meetings that I do in day-to-day basis as much as possible. So I try to be active there and share my insights, not only the success part of things, but also the failures that I have to go through throughout my journey. So hopefully you guys are able to check that out. Go ahead and follow me on Fritz Lifestyle if you guys haven't yet. Going on to the next question now. Motivational Merch said 6 hours good. Yes, anything more than 6 hours sleep is always good. All right, so next question is coming up from Stan V. Rich. Is it better to sell products on your personal website or instead on Amazon or eBay? It all depends. Drop shipping, whether you do it through Shopify or through GoDaddy or whatever platform, e-commerce platform that you guys use, it all depends on your marketing. How much money are you investing upon through those ads, through the Google PPC, right? Your Instagram ads and whatnot. So it all depends on how much traffic you're generating throughout those websites and the conversion rate. So a lot of people nowadays spend a lot of money in Facebook ads, and the conversion is really good. So the more money that you spend, as long as you target those right people within their interest of your product, within the age group of your product, the location of product, it all varies in different variables. So it all depends on the product that you're trying to pursue. So there's a lot of people that's doing really good also in Amazon. So there's this called Fulfillment by Amazon, which is a phenomenal platform. I haven't gotten into it yet myself, but one of our mentors, his name is Larry, and Most Won't I Will. You guys should check him out. I think his IG name is FBA by Amazon or something like that. He makes 7 to 8 figure every single year, so he's very successful at it. You guys should check that out if you guys want to check that out. But there's not really a right answer for this, right or wrong answer. If it's better to sell the products through your personal website or Amazon, eBay. Why not do all, right? All of them has different audience and marketing. So spend a certain amount of money here. If it does well, perfect. Spend more money out there, invest more. If you spend more money on your personal website and the ROI is a lot better, why not spend and invest more money in there? So it's a trial and error. Try them all, but try one thing at a time. See which one works and which one doesn't. So hopefully that helps out, Stan. Andres Buston said, what is my IG handle? I pin it down below. My IG handle is Fritz Lifestyle. That's FritzLifestyle. So for those of you guys just tuning in again, once again, my name is Fritz Colcol, serial entrepreneur based here in Chicago. I own anything from restaurants, from digital marketing agency, to staffing, to clothing line. And I also do consulting on the side. And I am a fitness model. So I train professionally and compete professionally for men's physique division, naturally, at the IPE league. So any fitness enthusiasts out here, feel free to ask any questions. If you guys have any more questions regarding entrepreneurship, feel free to drop the question below. I'll be more than happy to share my insights and my advice. CDark24 has a question. He asks, will you recommend to start a business while in debt? Definitely not. I would like to focus for you to come up with a certain amount of income first that sustains your current living situation, and then start a business. But you can always start strategizing and writing down the business plan. But if it involves capital and profit and revenues that you can't really afford right now, because if you are in debt, that just doesn't make any sense. So find a way or find a source of income that you can do. It could be an employee job of a 9 to 5. That's fine. Sustain that as much as possible while once you get home, you know, because from 9 to 5, you still have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It depends on what time you sleep. You still have literally 4 to 5 hours every single night to spend your time in creating your business plan and really strategizing that. So once you're able, as I said, once you're able to sustain this lifestyle, covering up all of your bills, all of your debt, then I think that's when the right transition to come, once you have enough of those funding to cover for your lifestyle, to start your own business. I think that's the best way, because if you quit your job right now from a 9 to 5, right, and you're not able to sustain your phone bills, your rent, your mortgage, your car payments, all of this stuff, and somebody calls, excuse me about that, and you don't have this certain amount of income, you're just going to keep going in debt. So don't quit the 9 to 5 job yet, guys. If you guys are planning to start a business, make sure you have a certain amount of source of income that are coming through that are able to sustain your current lifestyle, and then jump into the business. So hopefully that helps out, Siddharth. Comment below, guys. Where's everybody from? Where are you guys watching from? Let me know. I am here in Chicago, cold, windy city. It is very, very cold out here. I think it's about like 29 degrees. So, and it was snowing really hard earlier. Let's see here. Drop down your questions below if you guys have anything about entrepreneurship, fitness, or anything in general. I'll be more than happy to share my insights. All right, Gabriel Baena got a question. What do you think was the most difficult thing to leave behind in a successful life? Well, when I was making my transition right after college, when I moved to Silicon Valley, I think the most hard, well, not really hard, but the most sacrifice that I've ever made is sacrificing my valuable time with my family and loved ones. Because I'm from Chicago. All of my loved ones are from here, my friends, my family. As I mentioned, everything, the culture that I built and most of my network are from here. So right after college, when I had the opportunity to go to Silicon Valley, I had to sacrifice my valuable time with them, spending time with them, because I'm used to spending time with my loved ones in my life, right? Almost every single day. So it's the sacrifice that I made was the time to be able to spend with them. And I think I was in Silicon Valley for about 6 months or so. I'm not gonna lie, I get depressed every once in a while because you're creating this life without them, and even though I'm making a lot of money and certain amount of income, I feel like that my genuine love and passion for life has been decreasing because all I can do is FaceTime them, text them, not really see them in person. But of course, it went to a time where I finally, gave up, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I've learned a certain amount of knowledge already. I can do whatever it is that I want. If I can't do my partnership with this current company that I'm in right now, and I know what I'm worth, then I quit. Then I went back here in Chicago and established my own companies from there. And I think that's the most difficult thing that you have to go through when you're going through this entrepreneurial career. There's going to be a lot of sacrifices, whether you have to cut certain people in your life, for a certain amount of period of time. And you have to really just go through it and keep your head up and stay positive as much as possible, because everything will fall into place as long as you do the work. So hopefully that helps out, Gabriel, and keep going what you're doing. WD Hardy YII. He said, Sean, you've changed. Hey, I'm just one of the mentors. Sean is still the admin here. We do a lot of mentors, and all the mentors will start coming in here with me, Peter, and Paul, and Sean, and Sharon as well, I believe, is coming in here as well. So we're all part of the mentor group of Sean had created for us. It's called Most Won't I Will. You guys can check it out at mostwon'tIwill.com if you guys haven't yet. Feel free to ask questions below, guys, if you guys are just tuning in. Again, my name is Fritz Colcol. I am a serial entrepreneur based here in Chicago. Feel free to ask any questions regarding fitness or entrepreneurship that you guys might have, and I'll be willing to share all of my insights and advices for you guys. Okay, this is a very good question right here coming from JJ Dukes. How do you train employees and put in place proper systems, procedure, operations to make the scaling of the business efficient? Okay, I can definitely relate to this. So one of my business here in Chicago is called Simply Talia. It's an Asian fusion restaurant based in Chicago Loop in the heart of Chicago. I'm right in between Red Line and Blue Line CTA stations, so the foot traffic is very active. So when I first came in about, so you guys have a little bit more insights into it, is that the business has been running already for the past 6 years. I bought the entire franchise, the whole entity of the business itself. So it was already operating, but it wasn't really efficient, I would like to say, like you're mentioning out there, because they didn't have any type of operations or regulations or processes throughout their system, whether it comes from the employee side, the chef, the waitresses, or the manager, right? So when I came out there, I had to experience all the work myself. So I was not only the buzzer, I was the manager as well, I was the waiter. I was doing the marketing side, the financing side, some of the stuff. Like I have to serve the soup also, so I learned a little bit of chef skills that I had to learn when it gets really busy, because we were lacking employees back then when I bought the restaurant. So in order for me to learn all of this, I have to step in and learn it myself. So I have to experience all through the failures, the stuff that happened, why did the internet did not work, the telephone did not work, so I have to learn all of those technical skills and how to serve and really be in the serving industry. So I didn't really have any experience, but at the same time, I'm a very fast learner. As long as I put myself into something, I put my mind into something and really work hard through it, you can learn it. And I believe that through everybody. Right now, we live in a digital age. Anything that we want to learn, we can simply type in Google or something, and you can learn it. You can watch YouTube videos, a tutorial, and all that stuff. Again, it all comes into execution, however. We can learn all of this. We can listen to ideas, these motivational speeches every single day. But if we don't take upon action within themselves and actually execute them, all of them will be pretty much useless. So if I train the employees in a certain way, it's basing on my expectations and how I'm able to apply that. so I can delegate that work to them. So that's what I ended up doing it. When I hired one of my manager for one of my restaurant, is that I made sure for all the failures and the troubles, the troubleshooting that I went through and the experiences that I've gotten through while I was running it as a manager, I'm able to delegate to them. So now I have certain expectations, and I tell him what are the do's and the don'ts and what to do, right? And how to handle certain things, how to talk to the vendors, the customers, and whatnot, what ended up happening, and just how to socialize and provide a really great customer service. So I think that's the most important thing. You have to know it yourself before you can train and tell the people what to do, tell your employees what to do. So hopefully that helps out, JJ Dukes. I have about 5 minutes, guys. I gotta get on to my next meeting, so feel free to write a couple more questions. I'll be answering 2 or 3 more questions here. Okay, this one is coming up from Leon Cito. He asked, do you like using hard money based on investments or just spending it? When it comes to spending it, I like using credit cards. There's a lot of incentives what you can do with the business cards nowadays, even just a credit card. So if you guys haven't yet, Chase Sapphire gives so much points. I believe it's like if you spend the first 5,000 or 10,000 within the first months or something, they give you like 10,000 points, which equivalent to like a couple thousands of dollars. And if you translate that to travel miles and stuff like that, the incentive of that is tremendous. So now I get to travel in different parts of the city or throughout, international, throughout the world. I think yes, I did. I was just at Panama like 3 months or 4 months ago, and I used my travel miles for that. It's technically free, but it's not. So, but you should definitely look into those, like all the rewards that the credit cards are providing. But when it comes to using hard money on spending wise, not necessarily, as I said, credit card, but using hard money to invest, yes. To invest and buy businesses, yes. Because you have more leverage. So for one of the businesses that I bought, the owner, of course, will always choose cash. Cash is king. You have the leverage. Even though the other bidder is bidding a little higher than me, let's say that a business costs like $200,000, right? But the bidder is only putting in $50,000 down. And then everything else is a payment plan. And then let's say I come in with $120,000 cash with no payment plans, even though not only you're able to save money and negotiate that, it's more enticing to the owner to choose your option of my option of if I provide $120,000 in cash. So cash is king if you guys are negotiating that for money. But if I like using hard money to do my purchases, no. Go use credit cards. Really capitalize upon the rewards that they're giving. So hopefully that helps out Leonardo. I'll do another question or two, guys. Go ahead and drop them below if you guys have any question. Okay, this one is coming up from Ersin Nakiski. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. You seem young. I am, let's see, how old are you and what kind of experience makes your decision right to get to this point? Okay, I am 27 years old. I am also part, if you guys didn't know, I am part of YEC. This is a young entrepreneur council. These are like the most successful entrepreneurs within the world that are under the age of 40. So let's see here. What kind of experiences makes your decision right to get you to this point? Well, I've explained before, if you watched the replay, if you didn't watch it from the start, Ersin, is that I went through a lot of failures at a very young age, and I've always had this hustler, entrepreneur mindset within me at a very young age, because I grew up in a third world country, and I felt like that I'm able to see the differences and the opportunities here in America. So when I came in America, there's so much resources and opportunities to capitalize upon. the experience that I went through at a very young age, as I said, I had this mindset. I've been a hustler, doing the buying and reselling, and having this ideas of just making a certain amount of income and to be a help out to my family. I think when you get to that point where you want something bad enough, you're able to create that and manifest that into your destiny. It just depends on what your passion is. So back then, when I was making my 5-6 figure income back in college, is that my passion back then is mainly through fitness. So I created multiple different accounts here in Instagram and started, growing them. And then once you do the shout outs and providing value to the other companies that are in the fitness niche or fellow fitness models and stuff like that, they're asking you for a shout out. So now you create a certain amount of money and income, right? And also on top of that, you're growing your own personal brand. So as I was growing my personal brand, I'm able to attract people that are more enticing to sign up to my services through my online coaching. So people are getting, DMing me, commenting on my pictures. Back then when I was focused in fitness, specifically only for fitness, so email every single time, hey Fritz, do you offer personal training online? And I was like, before I was just giving free value as much as possible, and then I created a business out of it and started charging people depending on the plans that they're going to sign up with. Whether it's a training plan for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you name it, 12 weeks and stuff like that, and then you can start charging them. But, throughout those time, it wasn't really, I would like to say, fulfilling for me, even though I'm able to transform people's lives, but I'm only transforming them throughout their physical health and their physical appearance. And I really want to get into helping them actually to their lifestyle, meaning, it's a whole thing. It's a holistic whole with your entrepreneurship, your business, and your health. And, for me, I'm a big believer of health is wealth, but at the same time, you got to be able to enjoy it. You have to be able to generate a certain amount of income, source of income, multiple streams of income while enjoying with your loved ones in your life. And I think that's really is the most important thing. So, the experiences that I went through a lot of failures, Erson, but these are the failures that got me to where I am today. And I really take notes and valuable lessons to that to be able to apply that to my next venture. So hopefully those helps out, guys. All right, guys. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I gotta go to my next meeting. Just follow Ask a Millionaire. All of the mentors will also coming in here. We're all here to help you guys to share insights, our valuable informations and experiences that we can share with you guys. And hopefully we're able to inspire and make an impact to your life. So if you guys haven't yet, again, go ahead and check out mostwon'tIwill.com. And I promise you guys will enjoy our phenomenal group of mentors that are in there and within our tribe. Our community right now is really growing as we speak. And we do daily mentor session, live session like this in our Facebook group. It's a private group, however. But you guys will really enjoy it and to be able to take our advice and apply it to your own businesses and life. So again, guys, this is Fritz Colcol. You can follow me at Fritz Lifestyle. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day.